What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. These 7-star Delphox Raids went live just a couple of days ago, so today I'll be showing you the easiest way that you can solo these raids in case you don't have a group. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So the good news about this raid is that it's not too terribly difficult. It just is going to be a little bit of a nuisance if you do want to solo it, but hopefully you already have this build already on hand if you did watch my first video where I gave you 2 options as counters. But of course, before we get into the actual solo build, Delphox is going to be level 100 and is going to have that Fairy Terra type. However, since it is normally a Fire and Psychic type, the moveset that they went with is Fire Blast, Psychic, Dazzling Gleam, and Will-O-Wisp. In addition to this main moveset, it does also get access to Nasty Plot in order to raise its own stats, as well as Magic Room, which kind of makes up for the fact that its ability Magician is kind of rendered useless in this raid since Magician does not work in Terra raids. But you don't have to worry about Magic Room until like the tail end of the raid, so for the majority of the raid, your items will be usable and have no chance of being stolen. But like I said, hopefully if you watched my initial video, you already have this Pokemon built since you are able to solo this raid relatively easily with Cerulege. The one adjustment that I did make to Cerulege is that I did give it a Steel Terra type, since obviously if you're going to solo this, you don't have any support Pokemon helping you set up so that you do more damage without having to terastallize. EV spread wise, obviously you're going to want to go ahead and max out attack. I also went ahead and maxed out HP. You can also do special defense if you'd like, and just make sure that you do have that Flash Fire ability so that if you do get hit by any fire type moves, instead of taking any damage, it's going to boost your own fire type moves, which the one fire type move that I do have on here is Bitter Blade, which is going to come in clutch for HP recovery. Since I don't actually have an item on Cerulege, that is going to be how we make sure to stay alive. Well, of course, cheers as well help, but Bitter Blade for the most part. Of course, you're going to want to terastallize into that steel type and basically spam Iron Head after that, and use Sword Dance to set yourself up, and Clear Smog is there so you can get rid of those nasty plot boosts. But now that we've covered all of the basics, let's go ahead and put this build to the test in a raid. So once you're actually in the raid, the first thing that Delphox does is use a Dazzling Gleam on the entire group, but it's not really going to do anything to you, so you won't have to worry about it too much, but you are going to be taking some initial damage. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and start setting up. So of course, we're going to go ahead and hit that Sword Dance. Psychic is going to do quite a bit of damage here. As you can see, it does bring me to about half health, but that is where your Bitter Blades are going to come in clutch. I should be able to take one more Psychic pretty comfortably, so I'm going to go ahead and go for another Sword Dance here. So that second Psychic definitely brought me pretty low. I was still able to set up another Sword Dance. Not to mention Arboliva's Seed Sower ability is coming in clutch and giving me a little bit of HP recovery as well, but I'm going to go ahead and Bitter Blade here. And not only is this helping me regain HP, which, ow, that literally brought me down to 46 HP, it's also going to make sure that you do get those hits in so that you can terastallize more quickly after you set up your Sword Dances. But you are going to want to go for about 3 Sword Dances. So now Delphox went ahead and put up its shield, and since it is pretty early on in the raid, you don't have to worry about it wiping your stats anytime soon, so you should be pretty safe to set up a 3rd Sword Dance after this point. Here comes another Psychic. It's definitely gonna hurt. Yeah, brought me just above half HP. The Psychics are definitely kind of annoying. You do have to deal with that. But as long as you keep yourself alive so that you don't lose all of your boosts that you're giving yourself, you're golden. And now at this point, just so that I can get a little bit of HP recovery and of course get a couple more hits in so that I can terastallize, I'm just gonna go for another Bitter Blade. Oh no! Okay, well that brought me down to 31%, so please give me a little bit of HP. It's not gonna give you as much when the shield is up, obviously, but it's better than nothing. And if worse comes to worse, like I said, you can always use your heal cheers as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and go for another Bitter Blade here just to get a little more HP recovery, since obviously it's spamming Psychic on me. I really wish it was spamming something like Fire Blast or Will-O-Wisp, but here we are. All right, so we're back in the yellow. Love that for us. And Seed Sower is now back on the field, so that'll help me a little bit too. See, we're in the green again. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go for one more Bitter Blade because I'm definitely, yeah, getting hit by another Psychic. Hate that for me. I am just living in the red right now. You can also do a couple of iron heads at this point as well, since it is going to still hit for super effective damage, but I'm just trying to stay alive until I can terastallize. Okay, so now that I can finally terastallize, I'm gonna go ahead and start iron heading this thing so I can get this shield out of the way. And now that we are a steel type, psychic shouldn't do as much damage either, so you should be able to take them a lot better. So here's the first iron head. You'll see that it does quite a big chunk of damage. That was a lot. Wow, that almost took out, oh, it was a crit. Okay, I was gonna say that almost took out its whole shield, but now it has wiped stats, so we did get one good hit in, but now I'm gonna have to start setting up again. So good thing that we are now a steel type and we're not gonna be taking as big of hits from a psychic. It is gonna go ahead and nasty plot, but like I said, that's why we have clear smog, so we can make sure that that goes away. But I do have to get some heals in right now because I'm pretty low, so I'm gonna go for a bitter blade. It tried to hit me with a fire blast. Of course, that's not gonna do anything except make bitter blade a little stronger, but it's behind its shield right now, so it's not gonna do too terribly much in general. All right, we have a little bit of HP recovery here. I am gonna see if I can go ahead and set up a sword dance here. Actually, I'm gonna go for a clear smog because that nasty plot's gonna make things hurt. Oh, there's a psychic. Oh, that was a lot. Okay, yep, good thing that we're clear smogging to get rid of that nasty plot because that made that psychic hurt a lot. I did not like that one bit. Okay. Now that I'm low again, we're gonna go for another bitter blade. Here comes a dazzling gleam, which we are going to resist. I am now at 19 HP. I might have to go for a heal cheer here. Let's see, that brought me up to 69 HP. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a heal cheer here just to make sure that I don't lose my Terra, since that is what is going to help me do more damage with Iron Head. Here comes another dazzling gleam. Once again, we are going to resist this, so I'm not too terribly concerned. Seed Sower is back on the field once again, so I'll get a little more HP recovery. And now I'm gonna go ahead and go for a sword dance just to set up again. Here comes another psychic. Oh no, I got critted. Whoa, what did that put me down to? Here's my sword dance. What is my HP? Oh my god. Okay, well, at least I tried to use Will-O-Wisp this time around, but Jesus, what do you even mean? At least its shield is gone, but that was a really unfortunate crit. Let me go ahead and do a Bitter Blade here. Now that the shield is gone, it should give me a lot more HP recovery. Okay, we are back at full health, so now we are free to just Iron Head for the rest of the raid, and it should go relatively quickly. So here comes my Iron Head. All right, and if you do have time, you could also set up another sword dance. I was only able to set up one because I did start running out of time, but I will still be able to finish off this raid in a couple of hits. Here comes Iron Head number 2, and as you can see, we just need one more Iron Head and we will be good to go. So of course, we're gonna go for one more. And here's our final Iron Head, and boom, we have successfully completed the Delphox raid. So as you can see, it's not too terribly difficult of a raid to complete, and like I said, hopefully you already have this Cerulege built if you did manage to catch my previous video. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.